Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, XRP and Solana have newly approved options trading available. And so when we go look, I had my bot help me out on this. The newly approved options are flashing bullish signals, even as Bitcoin and Ethereum remain relatively stagnant. Okay, so this was about 20 minutes ago that I got this information, but I was just looking, and I think, where's it at? Let's go look at the chart. Let's look at the chart here, because this is crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're in a situation that's very volatile. Okay, it's very volatile. Now, I just want to see right quick here. Look at this. This is a Bitcoin chart. Okay, now we come up over here. Look at that green candle, ladies and gentlemen. Holy Toledo. Tolito. Come on. So see this little white line right here? That's the 5 moving average. We're still, look, we haven't closed above that moving average. So that's why we're talking about stagnant. That's why we're talking about being stagnant right there, because it just isn't quite there yet. It wants to be now. And this is okay. Technical analysis is 50% of the equation. The other 50% is fundamentals. You can even say the fundamentals are highly, put in there. I would say above 50%. I'd say fundamentals are probably like 55 to 60% of how price action happens. Because look what happened. One tweet from our president, it just turned into a market crash all the way around. Okay, so if we're looking here, let's go up over here. Let's take a look at the Ethereum. Similar thing going on when we're looking at this 5-day moving average. It's a little more promising of a close at the end of today. 5 o'clock Pacific time will be the close of this candle going into another candle. I like looking at the 24-hour daily candles. It's really, I've honed that skill in. Trust me, it's a good way to go, is to look at the daily candles. Now, here we are, folks. There's the XRP. Come on now. Look at this noise right here. Oh, I did put my little percent gain. Our percentage gain is 11.4 from the bottom of this guy to where we are trading right now. Guess what? We opened above the 5-day moving average. More bullish than the last 2 charts that I showed you. Way more bullish. Okay, so if we're looking at that, we like the looks of this. That price range of 240. So there was a 38 right there. The 230, the 231 to 230 was our support level. We closed above that yesterday. We opened above that today. And so we're crawling up. It's currently trading at $2.40 on the XRP. Bullish sentiment. Here's the next one. Our Solana. Okay, our Solana has a similar story as what we just saw on the XRP. It's the 5-day moving average. It closed right about that 187, and we are moving currently at 189. So we are above that moving average, the 5-day. Here's the more exciting thing on Solana. You can consider that a cross right here. They didn't technically cross full on, but when the 5 gets up and crosses this 13, and then a candle closes above it, it's a high percentage chance that we're going to move in that same direction. So crazy things going on here. Now lastly, oh yeah, I like to show, oh yeah, our reactive. Yeah, this is the most bullish chart. Reactive, I just got into this. I've only got about 8% of my overall portfolio into React, the reactive network. And look at this here. So this is a full-on cross. That was which I knew I look at a chart where it crossed. Right here, the 5 has crossed the 13, and then it turned up. We closed above it yesterday, opened above these moving averages. We're nearing I think that's the 20-day moving average right here. The 50s down here. Man, if we close above that 20-day with the direction pointing up, very bullish, very bullish. So, it's the bears were in control last week, big time. This might flush out the bear sentiment right here is what we're talking about. So, crazy talk, crazy talk. Okay, lastly, this is that VIX index that I was talking about in my last video here that I've just learned more about this thing. So, see where everything's shooting up over here? This is where that crash in April hit. When the VIX index, okay, this is a stock index of a lot. This is the S&P index volatility measure. When this thing pumps, look what happens. The stock market declines. So this was in April where we had the crazy 20 to 25% stock market crash, and then the V-shaped recovery when these green candles came back up. So down here, okay, this was that crash on the Thursday a week ago. Not this past Thursday, the Thursday before that. Look at this. That's where the crash happened. And so now it's this green candle is where we had that crash. Look what's up. When the red candle outdoes the green candle, the markets have a tendency to rise. Okay, so these volatility indexes is the opposite of price action. So, wanted to share that with you. So, here's my takeaway. Final thought on this thing is that if the government opens back up, we could perceive, and this is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my prediction. I think we're going to see a cryptocurrency rally, stock market as well. We're going to see rallies if the government if and when we know it's going to open back up. But let's go, gentlemen. Just get your disputes out of the way and just quit getting goofy. Let's open the government back up, get some people paid, get things back stabilized in that regard, get those tariffs is another big thing to get control of and get settled. Let's get those tariffs under control. We should see a rally going into the first of the year, this last part of Q4. So, hey, Crypto Hop, checking in with y'all. And lastly, that guy Brandon who lost $3 million on the XRP. Hey, our thoughts are with you. We still haven't figured out exactly what happened, and it's driving me crazy. We need to know how Brandon got hacked. So keep working on that, brother. I know you got the FBI involved, but any additional information, you have some. I won't bore you with that yet, but we don't know exactly how he got hacked. And I don't know, the company might know something, is my guess after seeing some of the stuff. So that's what we got for today. Hang in there, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Play it out. Stretch out that weekend. Have barbecue or do something fun Sunday evening, and we'll go from there. Start the new week on a fresh note. All right, we got some momentum going in the fresh week. Crypto Hop signing off. Appreciate your time, everybody. Appreciate that like and subscribe as well. Okay, have a good one. Thank you.